The Labour leader, Sir Keir Starmer, has outlined a plan to prevent energy bills rising over the winter, which he claims could save households thousands of pounds and drive down inflation. But critics have called the plan, including a second windfall tax on energy companies, naive. Let's get some more on this. Luke Murphy is from the Institute for Public Policy Research and joins me now. Thank you very much, Luke, for being on the programme. So it's quite easy, isn't it, for Labour to say that, well, because they're not in power, by saying that all families would not pay a penny more on energy bills. The question is, I suppose, does it make sense as a policy?
Well, I think we would say that it does. I mean, I think the truth is that these proposals finally begin to meet the scale of the emergency that the energy crisis represents. We know that freezing the cap will save households average households thousands of pounds, given the increases that are predicted for October and January next year. That will spare millions from debt and destitution, while also directly combating inflation, which is a huge risk to our economy. So we really do welcome these proposals, which have also been notably kind of set out by the Liberal Democrats and the SNP and others as well. And we want to see this kind of scale of intervention from the government, recognising just the scale of the crisis that we really do face.
But freezing the bills for everybody, I mean, there are clearly families in the UK who can afford the rise in energy bills better than other families. Should it not be more targeted, do you think?
Well, the truth is that with the predicted energy bills set to rise to £4,000, £5,000 a year, these rises in energy prices are going to be hitting people quite far up the income scale, to the point where even middle income earners are going to struggle with the kind of energy bills which they're going to be facing next year. And of course, the other advantage of this proposal, as I said earlier, is that, as our own research at IPPR shows, is that freezing the cap would also reduce inflation by nearly 4 percentage points, reducing it from 13% to just over 9%. And of course, inflation affects all households, but lowest income households worst of all. So while it's true that there are some households that perhaps would be better able to afford it, it also has wider benefits, and other households that you wouldn't necessarily expect will be struggling are going to be struggling over the next year or so with immensely high bills.